It's the final ever final. It is time to introduce the players. We have our challenge selected. Let's get it on the road. It's Florry versus Zlewikk.
This is World Conquest, a return from an iconic challenge from Season 1. However, we don't want to see, just the Mamluks or the Ottomans or Ming or France and stuff like that. We decided for this challenge to give them specifically sort of, high mid-tier nations that are fairly strong, not the strongest. Yeah, starting provinces don't count.
Without further ado, for the final time, let's introduce our players.
Let's do it.
Zlewikk has always been 1 or 2 moments away from the crown. Just narrowly losing out to Florry last season, we'll see today if history repeats itself. This is Big Z's final chance to claim the top spot in EU4 as we head into our final ever matches of hegemon. Will Zlewikk be able to do the unthinkable? This man is a 7-time EU4 champion with a reign so dominant that he has not allowed any other kings. No one has ever been able to beat Florry in the finals, and a win today will cap off a perfect career. Does Florry have what it takes to go down as the all-time great of Europa Universalis 4?
Again, welcome back to the show, Zlewikk and Florry. We begin a showdown. Frankly, I wouldn't have it any other way. You two in the finals to decide who is the greatest, who is the all-time GOAT at EU4. We begin with a World Conquest Challenge. I'll start off with Zlewikk. How do you feel about this challenge?
The audience is preferring Florry, it seems, since they chose a Conquest Challenge.
Bullshit.
But Florry lost a Conquest Challenge this season, so we'll see.
But Florry, you are the reigning, defending back-to-back challenge champion. How are you feeling at this moment?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I think I know where I'm going, roughly. So,
Florry, be honest. For this challenge, how many times did you change your mind about the starting nation?
Twice.
Me too.
I thought, okay, maybe Denmark and then cheese with colonies, but I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to win that way.
I can tell 3 nations that I was thinking about in random order. I was thinking about Lithuania, Bahmanis, and Ethiopia. And I'm going to play one of these 3.
And
Zlewikk does like to play mind games. He does.
Florry, you want to reveal anything, potentially?
I'll pick
nothing?
Bahmanis.
We're going to see you both again in the next challenge. It is, of course, a best of 3 in this conquest. I don't think we yap on. I think we can do a little bit more yapping at the end of the show. Frankly, guys, for the final ever time, let's get this final going.
3,
I'm not ready.
2, 1, and we're off.
Oh, there it is. We begin in your game
with Florryworry, and he has chosen to start as Bahmanis, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Bahmanis, an extremely powerful pick. They've got various cores over here in Vijayanagar, a core in Gujarat, a core in their subject, Telangana. Starting number of provinces is 24. I swear I thought it was 22. He couldn't have seized immediately, could he?
No.
So, that is the advantage of
pick.
Bahmanis. Indian Sultanate, starting off with that plus 10% cavalry combat ability, very strong. Really good national ideas, great missions for down here. He's got the Ikta taxation ability, obviously, as the Indian Sultanate right here. One of the top 5 countries in India, Bahmanis.
15 ducats a month right there, like that. 200 development.
15 ducats income. What is Zlewick's pick?
Now, if you flip to my POV, for the first time, we're going to have a full game as 2 separate nations, as he does pick the larger of the 2, a behemoth of EU4, a sleeper pick.
Yeah.
Currently at 48 provinces, right?
So
268,
literally twice the size.
Twice the size, less the economy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a strong pick. I would have picked either Lithuania or Bahmanis myself. Loans over here, and it looks like he's starting to go east, fighting hordes early. We're gonna have a great game.
So if we go back to my POV right here, man, I think As Bahmanis, it's been years since I've played them, man. All the way back in Season B. I actually prefer Vijayanagar to Bahmanis, even though that cavalry combat is strong at the start. These guys got infantry combat. As Vij, you normally take out these guys, then go for Bahmanis. As Bahmanis, sure, you could pick out some small nations around you, even get some Diplo vassalizations off, which are a possibility. I don't think Florry's going to go for that. And then go for Vij, or you could go for Vij immediately. Cav combat is stronger than infantry combat at the start if you get those elephants up. I think we'll see him going in against some of the nations up north. As Bahmanis, obviously, you do have quite a few religions to diversify your conquest into. You yourself are Shia. Various religions, cultures, culture groups, aggressive expansion shouldn't be a problem in the first half of this challenge.
As Lithuania, well, I can show exactly what Zlewikk is doing. Is he has already declared a war on the Great Horde. The Great Horde historically does not get any good allies, and so this is a great way to attack initially. You want to sort of handle a mix in this challenge of neutering the big guys, and this is why we didn't want to just go for like Timurids or Ming or Ottomans, because frankly, no one can touch you. Western Europe can coalesce you, and you still have opportunities to fight them off. As someone like Lithuania or Bahmanis, you generally have to be a little bit cautious. There's one or two players that can hurt you. Muscovy being one of those players. This is a good play for two reasons. Number one, you take out the Great Horde, which are very, very easy to fight, and he's even gone for the Grand Company early to make sure his life is a little bit easier. The second is it is a Sunni faith faith group, and you don't really want to be fighting these guys immediately because of Kazan and that such. But you do neuter Muscovy, leave yourself open to be able to attack Ryazan, Novgorod, and the Orders.
And their provinces are really cheap. Another thing to point out about Lithuania is lots of cheap steppe provinces.
Stack wipe.
Nice to go into as opposed to the rich provinces of India. But
this could be a third stack wipe in a row. Bang. Now he is getting cavalry reduction, by the way. Like what's it called? The malice from having too many cavalry. He's charging them down right now. But an interesting thing to sort of go for the cav route and run around with that. I don't hate it. I want to point out we have seen as basically zero mistakes from Zlewikk this entire tournament. Could this be his year?
Could we see?
I don't know, man.
What I'm scared most of
is
the classic Zlewikk mistake: wrong CB.
Wrong CB.
When the pressure gets to him, that's something I don't want to see. Yeah, Florry starting out his first war, much smaller than what Zlewikk is doing, versus Chanda next to him, co-belligerent Patna and Bishnupur. Obviously, these guys can be diplo-vassalized. Not diplo-vassalized, force-vassalized through war. There is plenty of time to annex various subjects, I feel like. Yeah, pretty standard start right here. What I'm excited about seeing is the big wars once you get into them, man. Gujarat, allied to Jaunpur, so it's going to be annoying. Malwa, no strong allies, although they do have the subjects. And then Vij, pretty standard, no strong allies. So, pretty normal game here for Florry.
Very nice indeed. If you flip to my POV, a score of 7 is registered on the board as the Great Horde has been lobotomized. No more Tartar yoke for you. Now, if you do know the Lithuanian missions, which frankly I'd be surprised if you do, but they're quite cool. You get subjugation, Casabella, and things like Livonia, and he does go for Novgorod. Very good.
Oh, nice. Very early. I think one thing I would try and do is Lithuania.
No.
Wait, Muscovy is also decked. That's not good. So
hang on. The bribes are in, ladies and gentlemen, as Muscovy instead elects to go after and stack wipe the Novgorodian troops in Pskov, enabling Big Z to run around and snipe Novgorod from him. Yeah. Very nice play.
Over on the other side, Florry decking on Ratanpur as well. So another conquest right here. Just chill, minor wars. I think Zlewikk is off to a much more explosive start. Florry putting numbers on the board. He's conquered 5 provinces. Actually, more.
5 to...
He's conquered 6.
7.
6
to 7. Okay.
Nice. As he accepts a call to arms from his ally Baglana versus Gujarat. Dude,
so Sweden is completely independent. That's what I'm saying.
Just north of Pskov.
He has 100%.
You gotta go in. You gotta go in. Get the Catholics out of the way early so you can come back on them and let A decline.
You do this. Surely he does this. Surely he knows.
Do
He
we have
didn't
his POV
co-belligerent though.
directly?
That's a minor mistake. Yeah, he did not. That's the first minor mistake.
I don't think it really
Almost-
matters that much for Adoyev. Just to notice this Gujarat war, all of it has been occupied by him. Even though this is mainly Baglana's war. He does have claims, cores, blah, 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 so Baglana could potentially give him stuff, but I think this should be a peace out by him, honestly.
Massive war is declared over here.
Ooh, let's see it. How massive is it?
Firstly, Comet sighted.
Sweden?
Comet sighted, but look, admin power
he's
gets
a
around
scholar.
it. He's a scholar.
So-
He is indeed, as he declares war on Muscovy to take land from Novgorod. Presumably didn't want to take too much rich land here and has spotted an opportunity. He does have the numbers on his side. He did get an early stack wipe off on them. You see this 16k? Died instantly.
Flurry playing with allies for the first time. He's actually allied Bengal.
Never seen him play without.
Unexpected
that man is
that.
a loner through and
Unexpected
through.
that. Yeah, but he has finished his war with the one Baglana called him in. Baglana has granted him his core of Thana and 3 more provinces over here. So Flurry up to 10 provinces right now, as he declares on Orissa. Okay,
Look at that.
nice, and calls in Bengal. This should be.
I've never seen
juicy
Florry
war.
play with allies.
Flurry's gonna breeze through this Orissa war, especially with the help of Bengal. So let's see what Zlewick's up to. Oh, there we go, doing the peace out.
There it is.
Does he
That's
take
a lot of
Luki?
provinces.
Nice fort.
I don't know
Oh,
if he's lucky he is.
that's
there
gonna
it
put
is.
him right next to Sweden. He has to know.
As he declares another war on Crimea and stack wipes the Muscovites. This is a hell of a showing.
Nice,
Now,
yeah.
where does he go? It's easy to get bogged down in Russia. If you don't mind flipping my POV, has
let's
he
see.
picked? Has he bit enough more than he can chew here? This is the state
getting
of the
siege
people
now,
currently fighting, and I'm afraid it was the hordes that handed him his first
Nearly
L
out of
the
manpower,
campaign. Yeah, I don't know about this one. He'll definitely be able to fight his way through it, don't get me wrong. But fighting Muscovy and Kazan at the same time, I don't know that it was necessary for him to declare war on Crimea. I think
I
it's
don't
probably
think it
to
was.
get ahead of the coalition.
Yeah, I don't think it was. Oh, and
he was
they're
getting a
actually
coalition.
already in a coalition. Wow. If he
I
takes
think
land
that's
from
fine.
Muscovy or Crimea here, those guys join
But
up too.
I think that's
Sweden
why he
was
did
the
it. There's
play.
no no coalition when he wins this.
Wait,
It's going to be a
who's-
rough one.
So
Surely
let's
he
go
goes
back
in.
to my POV here, just to see Flurry. So he's declared on Jharkhand as well, who's allied to Kachar. Full siege on Jharkhand, about to get a full siege on Orissa once he knocks down Kionjar's capital right here.
Something that Zlewikk is desperately trying to do here as he slams into the Muscovites. 40k versus 14. This should be a victory for him. Unfortunately, the Tatar hordes are now running rampant into his lands as he slowly, excruciatingly takes fort after fort. It is not going to be a quick war for him. These boys will not
battle
be
in
home by
there.
Christmas. Yeah, especially if you come from the Kazani hordes. You guys should do an early season tournament at EU5 before anyone knows what they're doing. Well, actually, I'm glad to announce
good
that
thing you
we
brought
haven't
that
said
up.
this publicly. We've said it. We said it in the after parties.
We
That's
have it,
true.
you're right.
So,
We've only
chaps,
talked about
the
it in after
first
parties.
day that EU5 releases, the very next day, we are going to be doing a tournament. We're not diving straight into the full Para Bellum format. Instead, we are going to be doing a weekly show whereby we have a semi-final and final. 4 individuals, each of them going head to head in challenges of our choice. It's just a way for us to get familiar with EU5, what works with our live stream format.
But let's flip to my POV because Flurry, massive peace out versus Orissa right here. Still involved in this war with Jharkhand, but that has brought him a lot of aggressive expansion.
What's the score?
With the Hindu nations. So his score currently is 46 minus 24. He's up to 22
Jesus.
provinces. So Flurry should be in a pretty significant lead right now. He's got Moscow.
Yeah, he's about to take Moscow. Not quite. The sieges are not being kind to him right now. And the problem is with all of this as well. No cause. Oh, he pieced out someone. I think he pieced out Kazan. The thing he does really well is he focuses. He focuses on what needs to be done. Ignoring all the little running around and everything else like that. Okay, I need to go and take Kazan's capital now. I need to go and take this now. He does do that very well. And so even though this is a slog, he does finally take
He's
Moscow
got multiple
from
things
the
to
Muscovites.
focus on. Now, Flurry also declaring a sort of a preemptive war like Zlewikk did on Crimea. If we flip to my POV, you'll actually see an even more major war than that. He's actually declared on Bahmanis and co-belligerented Andhra, who drags in some other minor guys like Idar and Jungar. And, you know, he's doing a little two-front thing as well.
Oh, that's very good. Over here we have the king is dead. Long live the
On
king.
Veg,
It's a
chat.
3-4-4. Look at this.
Oh,
He
that's
could have taken all of it. He could have taken
I
Crimea
think
as well.
that's too much
Decided not to.
trust.
So, maximum amount of loans. Hello. Lithuania's gone nameless.
I think it's in Novgorod.
Nice. Good to see. Good to see.
What's
Did they
the
win?
Sweden alliance situation before we flip to Florry right here? Does he have a chance to go?
Just Scotland. He can absolutely
Okay,
go in
nice,
against
nice.
Sweden. There's a lot of low dev provinces here. They are large, but there's a lot of
Nice.
low dev over here that he can gather, particularly in Finland.
Okay, so going over to this POV, you'll see that Florry has finished up his wars up in the north versus Jharkhand over there, and now full focusing on Vij, Andra, and them folks right there. He sieged down his scores, so
Oof,
this isn't even
oof,
going to be a
good
lot of
battle.
AE. Yeah. He's about to
Rough.
lose that versus the particularists, so that's not good.
Oh, second lot marches in.
There we go. Clears them easily. There we go. He sieged down the Vij capital. Vij is out of manpower. He's close to being out of manpower. Yeah, I don't know. Florry actually rarely looking like the more stable one in a game of Florry and Zlewikk.
Zlewikk is gonna have to finish up these cores, I think, before he does
Yeah.
it. How was the overextension like on your end? Did they leave the
Yeah.
coalition?
Let's go here proper. Overextension is actually not that bad because Florry has been
Yeah.
fighting pretty minor nations up until now, so only 38, and he is stably coring stuff over here. Vij has managed to unsiege itself, so he's back on their capital and on long name province in Mysore. Aggressive expansion, I would say less dangerous than in Zlewick's game, if I'm being honest. It's
Way less
just
dangerous, way
Mewar
less
and the
dangerous.
minor guys, and he's currently fighting Vij and Andra.
That's interesting. Bahmanis has a massive advantage for that, you know, if you think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. Because you could go in, dive in against all the Hindu lot. The Muslims don't care, and then you focus on the Muslims afterwards. You have to be a bit more careful about that because there are people outside of the Indian subcontinent. But otherwise, the guys up north really probably don't care that he's mass taking land. Whereas and he's also, because he didn't have occupations against him, he was able to finish up this cause. Whereas on Zlewick's side of things, it was a little bit trickier.
Yeah.
I believe we'll probably be seeing a piece soon. He has to finish up these cores first, though. I don't think he wants to go over 100% overextension.
No, probably not.
And
No,
bear in
for
mind, this
sure.
war has been going on for the last 7 years, which is a long time.
AE is
Uh,
ticking down at
especially.
least. He's at 91% right now, right?
Yeah, he can peace out whenever. The Ottomans,
Why
by the
is
way,
it
would
Muscovy
not-
unsieging itself?
They are bit by bit, but he wasn't getting chased off. And
there-
there we
oh.
go.
He goes full force.
Where does he go? I mean, here's the thing. He's currently, or I think he just got a claim on Ryazan, did he? No, the problem is he didn't get any claims anywhere else.
Mhm.
So he could quite easily go in against Tver, who are guaranteed by Muscovy if he wants to fight them again. I mean, focusing,
the
to
truce.
be honest,
And reset
honestly,
the truce.
hard focusing the Orthodox, not a terrible idea.
Yeah, Florry pieces out Vij. And there's the fall of Vigiana.
flip
Or
to
if
it.
we flip to my POV, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. It gets renamed to Bellari. Bunch of dev right there. He retakes his cores, expands into Andra, and takes their capital. And this down here, not as much aggressive expansion as you would think, because a lot of this was his cores. Coalition is active. Mewar, Gorkha, and other minor Hindu guys could join. Insta-deck, there it is, on Malwa. Now, this is where he starts changing things up. Malwa, actually a Sunni nation. So depending on how hard he goes in against them, that could trigger Jaunpur, Multan, Delhi and them, and maybe even some of the Khorasani and Persian guys to be angry along with the Hindu guys. What I honestly thought we were going to see right here, folks, is Florry going through Bengal, or possibly through Jaunpur and them Tibetan guys, for out there, but not so out there strategy for Florry, and reach
Does it
China.
Nice.
Let's see what Zlewikk is up to as Florry really goes in hard against Malwa right here.
Over on this side of things, it appears he is going to go after the Orthodox. Now, one thing I haven't been liking about his gameplay, the only thing I haven't been liking about his gameplay, is he hasn't really been sorting out his claims. So at this point, he could have had wars off against Circassia and Ryazan and bring in the Great Horde again from there, isolate them, attack them again. Again, I think the Ottomans are a big threat here, potentially. Is he slowing down? We know he has the lead, but is he slowing down? It looks like he may just be. He has the claims on Ryazan.
Florry not doing too hot in this war versus Malwa right here because he has gotten a big portion of his country sieged down, focusing on knocking out Multan and Nagaur and them over here. Even though he's got the capital and another fort, he's sieging Mandla, which is actually a deceptively annoying fort right there. All right, let's go back to Zlewikk.
Zlewikk has attacked Ryazan, bringing in the Great Horde and Muscovy once more. Remains to be seen if he's going to be fighting and taking land from the Great Horde. He could have taken in... he could have fought Tver for this. Let's see, has he co-belligered them? He has co-belligered Tver,
nice.
so he's going to be going for that. I have to say, I would have liked to have seen a Sweden play. They're quite easy to siege down.
Yeah.
But, I mean, frankly, if you're going to go for this lot, I'm not mad about it either.
He's in the lead right now, so we can't really fault him.
He resets the truce with Muscovy. That's going to be there in 6 years' time. That's enough time to finish up these wars, take out the Great Horde, and then run over to Sweden.
Florry declares another major war right here versus the country of Mewar. Now, Mewar, Indian enjoyers will know, it has the only gold mine in India, which you kind of want to get to early. And also it has some of the few livestock provinces in it or near it around India for that manpower, which is non-existent in India. So just, gonna piece out Malwa so that then he can get the stuff on Mewar. He obviously has some claims over here that he can do, the deck for, but yeah, I think Florry's already started his, bigger wars right here, man.
He has declared war on Circassia, has not co-belligered Theodora, which I think might have been a slight error, because, I mean, why would you not take their land? They're right there.
Yeah, it's easy, it's cheap. But once again, Theodoro, Circassia, Orthodox, so who cares? Florry, meanwhile, decks on Gujarat in the Bahmani conquest of Kambat. Gujarat only at 2 p.m. Either way,
hell yeah.
Florry still 99% on Malwa, getting sieged down right here. He's up to 19 loans of a max of 30, as he sieges down two vital Mewar forts, their capital of Chitor and their other fort of Other Fort right here.
Zlewikk has just finished off his wars with Circassia. He has pieced out Theodoro and taken that land, and he's also pieced out the Great Horde.
Not taking land again?
For 8. He's done something with them. I think he might have just taken money from them. And now it is just him versus Ryazan and Tver. And Ryazan is already done. We're about to see another piece out from him here. He's holding his lands together by sheer force of will. Can we go to him directly if you don't mind, Midge? We're going to see him peace out. There you go. That's it. Done.
Peace out. Yeah, that was a nice bit of conquest right there.
83%. That's huge. Yeah. Now, in 4 years, he goes to war with Muscovy again, presumably. Realistically, you don't go after Novgorod until after you've dealt with Muscovy again, because you fight Muscovy, take a bunch of the land, then go Novgorod, and you could take. By that point, it'll be close. You take land.
Let's go to Florry directly. Sorry to interrupt right here, because I think he might be about to do some peace outs. No, he's going to declare more wars. But on whomst?
Is he? You don't think? What's his war exhaustion?
War exhaustion right now is actually not bad. 0.89. There's the... So Multan first. He took it because it's next to his subject Nagaur. There's the deck on Jaunpur. And he continues. He's fighting all of India. There we have it, folks.
These two really are in a class their own,
insatiable. Now, GovCap, still good for Florry. What about Zlewikk? What's his GovCap?
GovCap, not good.
Yeah, let's flip.
He's a Grand Duchy. Let's not forget he's still a duchy. He's a Grand Duchy, but needs to hand out some privileges. But the problem is that Crown land might be a little bit rough. But frankly, I think he's in a really nice place. It depends. No way. He wouldn't.
On Poland, restoration of Union?
He's allied Bohemia. He's allied Austria.
You think he wants to go for Commonwealth, but he can't. He needs tech, right?
He does do it. But it's for Chelm. He's taking
no, so I believe him.
For land.
Oh, wait. Conquest. So he's doing Conquest.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is pushing into Catholics.
Diving in, and I think he's going to try and get Austria and Bohemia to do the work for him. Very smart indeed.
Oh, let's just go to my POV briefly, because there is important things I want to show off. So Florry, disloyal subjects, rebels are rising, max loan cap, over 100 overextension. He's pieced out Malwa as well. Got damn near full annexing these guys, pushing up through here and through over here, obviously, so we can core stuff next to Jaunpur. Now, I don't think he can even core everything. Yeah, look. So he needs to core things before he can core other things. but there's a major peace out versus Mewar and Jaunpur awaiting. Bengal is his ally. Khorasani guys starting to get mad along with these guys. So peace out from Florry. There we go.
Boom.
Mewar is out as well. Florry right now at 203% overextension.
Definitely in the lead. He doesn't slow down, and that's the key part.
Can he keep doing this? Yes, he can. As he decks on
pace.
Delhi. 200% overextension game. You can't break if you're at war, chat. Yeah,
Cool.
I think, Delhi is his last major nation, man. And I think a final deck versus Vij is also what he's going to do, potentially.
Zlewikk is slowing down. I think it was mainly because of an economic bottleneck here.
We got to see this. What I just mentioned, folks, what I thought would be his final war, he decks it now. Truce break on Vij.
Damn.
Just to get them out of the way. So the 3 last major remaining nations, well, Delhi's kind of medium, but major-ish, he's fighting them. Too much corruption, max loans, 203% overextension. Zlewikk, meanwhile, just continually chugging along. As we stick with Florry here, ladies and gentlemen, obviously his nation from more stable than Zlewikk in the first half has turned into less stable than Zlewick's in the second half as he goes into all these all-out final wars, whereas Zlewikk now a lot more stable. He was pummeling into the Orthodox guys. He's gotten them out of the way. Now doing his first war actually versus a Catholic nations, and none of the Catholics in Zlewick's game, I think, care about what he's done so far. I think he's not going to have a problem potentially taking Max right there.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the case, to be honest. I especially at this stage in the game, he can take a good amount of provinces. Man, this war against Poland really has not gone well. There's been no real problems, like no real significant losses for him necessarily, apart from this one here.
Yeah,
that's been a little bit rough. But the main part is I think he was expecting his allies to do a little bit more, and they kind of just taken one fort and that's it. This is a very slow Zlewikk. I've never seen Zlewikk play this slow. He's gone for Sweden.
Nice. What I was about to say, that Florry is already in his final wars. It's Delhi, it's Jaunpur, it's Vij. We know that. And his country is struggling massively financially and with rebels. Whereas Zlewikk, I was just about to say, he wasn't doing that big final explosion. I was expecting him to take down Poland, then go in on Sweden, but he's doing the same. There it is. It's Sweden, it's Poland, and it's Muscovy. Both of our players are in their final 3 wars, all big wars.
I don't think we
pieced
are.
out Mewar, by the way. So
I
now
think Florry's going to be fine for it.
Final wars. This coalition is expanding. It's including Persia, Hassa, and Hormuz right now, so there's a risk of that. It's actually a massive coalition.
Now, I just think that as we enter the final 5, there is no greater player on Earth than final 5 Zlewikk, right?
Oh yeah.
Maybe first 5 Habibi, but that's mythical at this point. Finally, it looks like a coalition forming against Zlewikk, and also he breaks through up north in Sweden, declares another war on Novgorod. That should be on Novgorod. It should be a rather quick one. I just think he has more potential than Florry at this point if his allies can secure him the forts. He has 51%. They're on low. If you can see, Brandenburg are on low. He can get them out right now, and they've been a massive.
Let's go to Laith's POV.
Again, the Austrians, they've just been really horrible.
Pieces out Jaunpur, by the way. Let's fill it briefly. He didn't go max versus them, so he didn't go all out. Only took a couple of provinces down south. He pieced out at like 50-something% war score, which is something to keep an eye on. Is Florry running out of steam? I guess we'll have to see.
As they are sprinting around here, do not lose that on 7%, mate. There's one, hopefully stack wipe. It's not quite a stack wipe. I just think his fingers are in too many pies. He's basically ignoring Poland, right? He's allowing
He
the
just
others
needs
to deal with
Warsaw
that.
and he can peace out. He just needs Warsaw. That's going to take him updated. There we go. They got it. Actually,
he can get Brandenburg out. No, he's on 70 right now. He does peace out Brandenburg. At this point, I think with 5 minutes left, I think you start assaulting.
Let's flip back to my POV just to show the carnage.
Finish with Poland.
Oh, he pieces out. Nice. Meanwhile, Florry getting sieged down everywhere. Once again, chat, rebels can't break him if he's at war, but provinces can flip after 5 years if they've been continually sieged. Now he's fully focusing down south on Bahmanis. I think this is realistically going to be his final war. And after that, I think whenever he wraps it up, if he has the time, he's just going to stay paused.
Peace has been declared with Muscovy, only around 76%. So we didn't take everything he could. I can only imagine because he's going to truce break them. Yeah. But instead, he's rushing over to Novgorod. Yeah, he's been piecing out aggressively. He does not want to be caught flat-footed. He does assault over in Stockholm. This is going to be so close. Ladies and gentlemen, a stunning performance from both participants for the final ever EU4 finale. The first match, we are still going to be blessed with one more meeting of giants after this.
That's right.
It's everything you've been hoping for.
More.
At least one more,
or
maybe
more.
two.
Florry pieces out Vijayanagar. I think potentially taking the cheapest provinces, chat, because he has left some enclaves over here. I think that was Florry's final war. Could we see a truce break on Vij if he took out all the forts? Yes, we can. Yes, we can see a truce break. Only their capital and Jinji left, so it shouldn't be that difficult to get, these occupations off, especially if garrison isn't up, but it is up.
Only one, only 1 minute left.
Assault.
It's 21% in Stockholm with breached walls. Novgorod is sitting on 28%. He's done. It's 20%. He's gonna take these final provinces now with Novgorod, and I believe that will be him done. There it is. A solid showing. Never staying in a war too long.
It's everything. You know, this peace out is what hinges on it, man. This peace out. If he can peace out in the next 30 seconds, if he can get Jinji, if he can get the capital, Murasandu, he should be able to take land. Less than 30 seconds remaining, chat. Zlewikk has locked in his score. Florry has 20 seconds to take down one of these two forts. Because if he doesn't, he can still take land. Only 2 provinces, he pieces out. And Florry is done as well.
Whoo! What a first game, eh? What a first game.
A first game and a half. I think we are ready for the scores.
I have my number.
I have my number as well. Do you want to go first or shall I go first?
What if we set them at the same time? 3, 2, 1, 85.
111.
Oh!
Florry takes away the first match, ladies and gentlemen, with 111. That is actually a pretty big difference in a match such as this. Even in a flawless performance from Zlewikk. I guess there's more provinces in India, is what this comes down to, perhaps.
Just very briefly on that previous challenge, before we get going on this one. Zlewikk, how do you think that went for you? Do you think you could have gone a little bit faster, a little bit further? Or was that, do you think the limit was, do you think that was what the limit was for Lithuania? Because I feel like you did pretty well there.
That was more or less what I expected. Maybe a bit more in this final wars with Sweden and Poland, but that wouldn't be enough. I think what edged here, and I had to slow down because of that, is going a bit too fast early on, and I had to declare on that, Crimea / Kazan / thing that was Uzbek. I had to do that with the coalition being bigger, and that slowed me down probably like 10 minutes. Maybe it would be better if I just had more time without this.
And Florry, to you, I mean, do you think that went well for you? Was that kind of more or less what you were expecting out of Bahmanis?
No, that went badly. I made a lot of mistakes. I should have speed 5 to get cannons. But the thing was that I developed my capital, except I did it before Renaissance spawned, so there was no way I was getting cannons. So I was like, well, fuck this. I need to go now. Like the moment I saw my capital, and then I checked, how far along was Renaissance army? And it's like 0, and I was like, okay, well, plan B. Just hope we get breaches.
Pulls the wall. There you go. Well, I mean, it's still a very good showing from both of you, which we've always come to expect. This could be it. Florry, you've never actually won the first match in the final before, I don't think, unless I'm mistaken. I think it's always been a loss and then a reverse sweep.
I know. I remember the extreme stress I went through on every final because I lost the first game.